The pre-production of both projects was relatively similar, brainstorming an idea, creating a storyboard and making a shoot list. The only difference though were reshoots and such. Practice shoots and reshoots were vital in our project to ensure we had all the shots we needed. This also included scripts and revising technical codes, all of which we weren't able to revisit and improve in our prelim. Unlike the prelim, the focus of the opening sequence was spread around many areas, including themes, settings and such. The prelim was heavily based on continuity, but also allowed us to be creative with our characters, which was also useful when planning hurting. We learnt different techniques when it came to continuity, like the 180-degree rule as we can see here. As we can see, the camera remained on one side. And there's also match and action, and shot reverse shot, necessary for conversations. Most important for our opening sequence though was match and action. The most important thing for us to succeed on was visuals, as we don't have a lot of talking, so we had to make sure the narrative was clear through what the audience saw. What really helped us succeed with match and action was learning about master shots and setups. Here, we used a master shot in case in post-production we needed to cut back to it if another shot didn't work out. And as you can see in the kitchen shots, we did end up using it. Although we didn't manage to ensure 100% continuity, since here we can see the door was open as Violet was entering, and in the next shot she is physically opening the door herself. Setup saved us so much time, and especially when using the lighting kit, saved us a lot of energy as we carry the lights around less. As we had the same shot for our protagonist walking downstairs and running upstairs, our setup allowed us to do both shots one after the other. Going on to setting, the prelim was restricted to school ground, therefore we couldn't manifest our narrative into something too complicated. In our opening, it was vital for us to keep everything as simple as possible, as 2 minutes isn't a lot of time to include everything. Taking on board how we created a story in a single room for the prelim, we managed to create a narrative in a single location, a house. And developing from that, we only visually portrayed a single character, making it easier for us to shoot. In post-production, editing the prelim allowed us to get practice on continuity, and also to not only look at creating a seamless narrative, but also bring it to life, as sometimes if you haven't edited properly, the narrative may seem cold and distant. And looking back at Hurting, I feel we may have made it seem a bit distant with editing, as there aren't many extreme close-ups of Violet for the audience to get close to her. Although, in my audience feedback, many said that they were on the protagonist's side and liked her, so I don't think it was that much of a problem. Adding on to that, Premiere Pro was easy to use for both projects, and the timeline especially allowed us to continue reordering until we thought our narrative was portrayed as seamlessly as possible.
What? What did she see? No! Kill me. I was scared.